Simple Life by Charles Wagner. The invalid, undermined by fever and devoured by thirst, dreams during his sleep of a cool brook where he bathes, or of a clear fountain where he drinks in great mouthfuls. So, in the complicated agitation of modern existence, our wearied souls dream of simplicity. Is that which we call by that beautiful name a blessing disappeared forever? I do not think so. If simplicity had belonged to some exceptional circumstances, known only in rare epochs, we might renounce its realization for the present. We cannot lead civilization back to its origin any more than we can lead back the wide, troubled rivers to the tranquil valley where the alder branches droop together over their source. But simplicity does not depend upon any certain economic or social conditions. It is more of a spirit which can animate and modify lives of very different kinds. Far from being obliged to pursue it with impotent regrets, we may, I affirm it, make of it the object of our resolutions and the aim of our practical energy. To aspire to the simple life is to rightly aspire to the fulfillment of the highest human destiny. All the movements of humanity toward more justice and more light have been at the same time movements toward a more simple life. And the antique simplicity in arts, manners, and ideas hold for us their incomparable value only because it has been able to give a powerful relief to some essential sentiments, to some fixed truths. We must love that simplicity and guard it piously. But he who will have gone but the 100th part of this road, who holds to exterior forms, and who does not seek to realize the spirit. In fact, it is impossible for us to be simple in the same ways as were our forebears, and we can only remain so, or return to simplicity in the same spirit. We are walking in other paths, but the aim of humanity is fundamentally the same. It is always the polar star which directs the mariner, no matter whether he is embarked on a sailing ship or a steamer. To advance towards this aim with all the means of which we can dispose is the most important thing today as ever. And it is because we have often been drawn aside that we have confused and complicated our lives. If I could succeed in causing others to accept with me that interior knowledge of simplicity, I shall not have made a vain effort. Some readers will think that such an idea should be incorporated in manners and education. They will begin by cultivating it in themselves, and will make the sacrifice of a few of those habits which hinder us from being men. Too many encumbering futilities separate us from our ideal of truth, justice, and kindness, which should warm and revive our hearts. All that brushwood, under the pretext of furnishing us shelter, us and our happiness, has ended by veiling our sunlight. When shall we have the courage to oppose the deceptive temptations of a life as complicated, as unfruitful, with the answer of the sage, "Get out of my sunlight"?